Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So hello guys, how are you guys today? I hope you guys are doing great. So on today's occasion, inshallah, I will be making a quick review, quick recap on how to how to add IPv6, three types of IPv6 in Cisco Packet Tracer. This was actually a task assigned by my teacher. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right into it. So in here I've prepared a Cisco Packet Tracer in which we will have two routers and will form a normal uh, IP agency with three types of IP, that is link local, a global unicast, and one with a UI64. Okay, without any further, let's just take two routers. The first one is we'll be taking this one, router 2911, two of them. Okay, and then let's just quickly connect them with the copper crossover cable, and let's get right into the CLI and configure the IPv6. Of course, get into the exact mode, and then the global configuration mode, and then there are a few steps on activating IPv6 that not like IPv4, which is if we want to apply or add or set an IPv4 on an interface, we just need to get inside the interface and then just type IP add blah 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 and so on. Well, there are actually a few steps that we need to do before we get into the IPv6. First, okay, we will need to configure an unicast routing. It's gonna be C here. Wait, sorry, okay, here it is, IPv6 unicast routing. Press enter, and then it will activate the IPv6 unicast routing. And after that, let's just directly get into the interface and then add an IPv6 on it. We will go to the gigabit 0/0, turn it on, and then first thing that we want to do is add a link local address. It is actually pretty simple. You only need to type IPv6 address autoconfig. Here it is. You can press tab to autocomplete it, and then press enter. And then if we see in the IPv6 interface info, we'll see that our gigabit 0/0 has been assigned a link local address, which we can see it is started with FE80. Next, we can also add it in the other router, or router 2. Go to the global configuration. Oh yeah, also add a we'll change the host name of the router real quick. So okay, this will be router 1 and this will be router 2. And then without any further ado, let's just add a link local address on our second router. Oh, my bad. First we need to turn on the unicast routing of the IPv6 in the second router. Okay, then we go inside the interface and then turn it on. As you can see here, it has the mark has been changed to an green triangle. Okay, now we will add a unicast, a link local address, that is the by using the address autoconfig. Okay, if we see here, okay, sorry, the gigabyte internet 0/0 has been assigned a link local address on the interface. Okay, now next, if we we will try to add a global unicast address in both of the interface that is linked together. First, it's actually pretty simple. Same as so yeah, before you want to apply or set an IPv6 global unicast address on a interface, you must turn on the unicast routing first. So after that, you can just directly add, after we go inside the interface, we add an address. In this case, I will add an address of 12 semicolon and 1/126 and then if we enter the command do show IPv6 interface brief, it will show that we have assigned a global unicast address of 12.1 in the gigabit 0/0. Let's do the same thing on our second router. IPv6 add 12.2. This will be the second IP. That's 26. Okay, so you can see here we have added both of them. Let's see. Yep, we have assigned the IP address, and let's test ping. And you can see here, wait, sorry, my bad. Because we are on the second router, we will try pinging to the first router, that is 12/1. You can see here, it works. Okay. After we ping the global unicast, we can also actually try to ping the link local address. As you can see here, I've pinged. I can try it again because it is actually quite hard. You can just copy it from the first router, because the address is actually quite long. So you can just copy it from the first router and then just ping it and then paste the address, and in this it will ask you the output interface. For the output interface, you must enter the full name of the interface that is linked to the address that you want to ping. In my case, it is gigabit ethernet 0/0. So then I copied it and then paste it and then click enter, and you can see it actually works. Next, after we have pinged and assigned link local and global unicast, there is one more address that is that use the MAC address and then convert it into its address or IPv6 address. That method is actually called EUI64. It's actually pretty simple to apply it. First thing first, we just need, of course, get into the interface, and then we add an IPv6 address, add the main address or the network, as you can see, and then after you semicolon twice, just do /26, and then after this, just type in EUI64. Voila, as you can see here. What does this do is we set the main network, IP network for the IPv6, and then it lets the EUI64 mechanism to give an IP address based derived from its MAC address. If we click enter, and then we enter the command do show IPv6 interface brief. We can see here that we have assigned a new interface, a new IP on our gigabit Ethernet 00 that is using the EUI 64. As you can see here, yes. And then we will also assign it on our second router, interface 00, and then IPv6 add 23 /26 EUI 64. Click enter, and then we show the IP address. See here, brief. We have assigned a new address that is derived from the MAC address, also known as EUI 64. And we will try pinging it from our first router. Just enter the command do ping, and then paste the IP address because it's quite long, so you can just copy it from the second router and paste it. And if you ping it, oh damn, look at that. Okay, my bad. There's actually some not issues. I actually made some mistake. If you want to apply an UI 64, we actually need a prefix that is 64 to make it work. Not actually 64, but in this case I will apply the 64 because if we apply 126, it won't actually work because it has only two IP, and if you can see here, it assigned totally different IP from what we have. So in this case, I will remove the EUI 6 EUI 64. Oh yeah, my bad, I haven't get into there we go, put it here, actually give a mark in here. You know what, let's just make a new IP that is called IPv6 34 so 26 EUI, no, not 26, 64, my bad, EUI 64. If we add this, oops, my bad, I actually forgot to add an address on it. If we give this, it should actually work. Okay, we have removed it. Now we will add the new one. 3, wait, my bad, 3, add, then if we do it, as you can maybe see, it's actually overlapping. So yeah, because we actually have added the address before, we cannot the address now it's overlapped. So to make this quick, I'll just make a new address that is 34, and also in here IPv6 add 34 64 EUI 64 EUI 64, and then we will do ping it again of the first, wait, if we entered here, okay, we copy this one. Oops, sorry, my bad, wrong button, paste it here, enter it. As you can see, it works. Okay, that actually, when I was doing it, there's actually a few mistakes that I made, which is assigning a prefix of 126 on a EUI 64 address. So yeah, that's all from for my video. I do apologize if I made any mistake during delivering it. Let's say assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.